Now, let's visit with our good friend, Game of the Week guy, along with J.D. Conti. J.D.'s already left. Kyle stay after school. Kyle Owens. Kyle, talk to me about the game you were at tonight.
Hey, MC, you're right, man. I'm the only one here.
Yeah,
in Beckville,
you stayed after school, man.
No, we're still here at the stadium. We're still here at the stadium, man. We're having a good time here tonight. It was a good time for the Beckville Bearcats. A 60-28 win over Elysian Fields. Both teams undefeated coming into this game, and really, Coleman, it was Beckville from the jump. I mean, Elysian Fields got their touchdown on a fumble. They stripped it and returned it 5 yards for their touchdown in the first half. Other than that, though, man, it's really the Jordan Prince show. I heard the Beckville announcer say, we don't have a king, we have a prince, because they got Jordan Prince here. 6 touchdowns tonight for Jordan Prince. Just a phenomenal game. I don't have his exact yardage, but well over 100 yards, I'm sure. 6 touchdowns. Jordan Prince is the younger brother of former Beckville Bearcat, Jacoby Williams, who is over at Texas Tech now playing. So a good pedigree there, but Jordan did his best. Jacoby he tried to be like Jacoby tonight. He scored 6 touchdowns and did a good job on that. So really impressed with Beckville tonight. They had a really good game plan. And Elysian Fields, they really kind of shot themselves in the foot a lot of the night. There was one drive where they got down to the 10-yard line, had 3 penalties back to back to back, moved them out of field goal range. They ended up having to punt. And then they fumbled a kickoff that Beckville got and went down and scored. Had another fumble in that first half that Beckville converted on. So really some mistakes by Elysian Fields, but take nothing away from Beckville. They're a very good football team, and they are 5-0. And I believe they have won 10 games at least 10 games the past 4 seasons. This Beckville Bearcat team looks like they might have another 10-win season on their hands. They're a very good football team here.
Well, that explains the scores. They didn't have much room to have to deal with, right? The short field. It sounds like they have a potent enough of an offense. If you give us a short field, we're going to take advantage of it. So they're a very opportunistic team. Now, Cody Ross gave a great speech to his kids. Maybe he tells them that every week. Maybe that's what the key to them winning is him giving the speech that he gives them before they kick off. Elysian Fields, talk about where they go from here. As I know, of course, it's just is it the first district game or second for them, for these guys?
It's their second. They beat Hawkins last week in that close one to start district play. But I think if you're Elysian Fields, you don't scrap everything. You didn't get to 4-0 how you got to this game. You weren't undefeated coming in this game for no reason. Like you have a good football team, and Elysian Fields has athletes. Their quarterback, the name escapes me right now, so I'm sorry about that. But their quarterback for Elysian Fields, he's a big stocky kid. Like he's physical when he runs. They have speed. Number 4, I forget his name too. I'm sorry about that, but he's got some speed on the outside. They got playmakers. They got athletes. I think that I think you don't scrap this game completely. Your Elysian Fields, you can learn some things, but you could look back at this and say, we clean up our mistakes. Don't worry so much about what the other team does, but clean up our mistakes while we don't turn over the football. Then, this game's a lot closer. Because you got to think about it. There's at least 2 fumbles in that first half that led to points for Beckville. You take away those two turnovers in that first half, it's a different ball game at halftime. Then maybe some different things happen in the second half. But, if you're Elysian Fields, I think this is still a playoff team. I think Elysian Fields, we still see them in the playoffs, and like we talked about coming into this game, no matter what, the season's not over. They're 1-1 in district play, and they've won 4 games this year when they won 4 games in the combined past 2 seasons.
Yes.
So it's still optimism. I know you took one on the chin tonight if you're Elysian Fields, but there's still optimism for the rest of the year. It's definitely not a lost season.
Well, and when you're talking about their miscues, those are correctable. That's the thing, so they'll be fine.